Good morning, everybody. It is Wendy coming to you today with another quick makeup tutorial. I was trying this foundation from Sephora. It's what is it? MBM Surreal Skin and 20N. I'm gonna give it a try because, as you guys, some of you guys may know, I have been trying to find a new foundation, being that my beloved Dermablend is no longer going to be made anymore. So I'm going to try this out and see how I like it. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Wendy. I do tutorials on how to do easy makeup, like in 20 minutes or less. Sometimes it goes over a bit. 20 minutes or less, using no contouring or highlighting. And I see now I need to say that, and I should say that in every video, because my last video that I did, and my mirror is right here. If you see me looking over to my left, I'm looking in the mirror. My last video was a week and a couple days ago. It has already been watched or viewed to over 2,000 viewers, like 2.2. I don't even know how that happened. You know, sometimes I have 100, sometimes I have 25, sometimes I have 50, sometimes I have 100. I guess it just depends. But I wish that I had, said how it is that I do makeup. And I know it's not necessarily, I don't think it's too late, because I can write in the space underneath what the video is about. I draped this over me because I'm going to work today, and I don't want to get makeup all over my uniform. So I am using Dermablend, my Dermablend setting powder in warm saffron again, because I love it, and I think you can wear it with almost anything, with any foundation. And I know that a lot of foundations these days, and don't worry, my hair is a mess, but I'm gonna do my hair once I get to work. But a lot of foundations now go from they turn like into powder. I don't know what you call that. Let me see, cream to powder. And you really don't have to use a setting powder. But I'm old school, and I just like my setting powder. I'm just used to it. And I don't like to reapply makeup during the day. Also, let me say again that I don't, I love makeup when it's perfect, but it does not have to be perfect. All you need to do is get your makeup on, and, just to look better, to look decent. Okay, I am using Morphe again, because remember, this is a quick and easy makeup tutorial. Today, I think I'll go in here. These pinks and purples. So, let's see. I am going to use, well, it's kind of, what is that, like a cop? I don't know what that is. Like a copper. Okay, and on most of these videos, I am using only like 2 shades. Because remember, this is not for like elaborate makeup, a makeup tutorial. It's basically so that you can put some makeup on, enhance yourself a bit without spending a lot of time, or without having to know, or you know, you don't have to know how to just, you don't have to be real good at makeup, should I say. Okay, apply that, and I use my fingers because I just like fingers better than brushes. When I'm doing makeup on other people, I use brushes. That being said, I've got a pretty big job coming up in a couple of months. I got to do this young lady's makeup. She's one of my clients. I do her hair. She's getting married, and she asked me to do her hair and makeup, and her mom and her sisters, and I am so thrilled with that. Okay, I'm gonna go in the crease with a darker color, like a purple, and this color is matte. It's not shimmery. See? I'm using these 2 colors, this and this. Let's go into the eye, in the crease. Because once you get your brow on and everything, it does look as if you're wearing more colors. On my last video, I was showing how you can use the same color, just do it more concentrated on the lid, lighter in the crease. Voila! It looks as if you're wearing 2 colors and you're not. It's so many different ways to do your makeup, because, you know, like I said, it's like painting. And don't be afraid to use colors that you've never used before. You have to just be brave and just do it. Okay? Like that. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my liner. Make sure that my eyes are dry. I have allergies out of this world. I guess most of us do these days. And it seems like since COVID came on the scene, it's been worse. More people, I feel, are suffering with allergies. Okay, like that. I have been listening to Creflo Dollar. He's not my pastor, because you know these days you can have a pastor online. I don't live in Georgia, but I've been listening to him preach about grace. It's been so good. And how, I was raised Baptist. And, there are a lot of rules in religion. I was speaking to one of my clients on Saturday, and we were talking about the Old Testament versus the New. Now, I'm the kind of person that I don't get real caught up in what's better, the Old Testament or the New Testament and all that. I don't get caught up in that too much. All I want to do is serve the Lord. And what I mean by that is believe in him. Believe that he did what he did. That he died for me. Believe that he is real. Believe that he is alive. And she was saying that, she believes in a lot of things. Well, not a lot, but things from the Old Testament. And we were speaking about, this is a brow pencil by Glow Minerals. It's in dark brown. We were talking about grace. And I believe that it's no goodness. It's no goodness. The Bible tells us it's no goodness of our own. It's nothing that we can do to deserve what Christ did for us, what he does for us, his blessings, his healing. That there is nothing that we can really do to deserve it. But what we can do is believe. And the way I live my life is, love God with all my heart and all my soul as best I can. With the understanding that I have of it. We don't understand everything. We don't know how to do everything, but do the best you can. So I love the Lord. I trust him. And I believe that he died for me. And I believe that he was hung on the cross. I believe he rose on the third day. I believe that he went to hell and took the keys. I believe that. So the way that I try to live my life is love the Lord with all my heart. Acknowledge him in everything that I do. Think of him. Think about what he would do when it comes to how you treat people. Love your neighbor as yourself. That's a tough one because some people make it hard for you to love them. And I'm still learning. I'm learning how to do that. How to love my neighbor as myself without lying. Because God knows when you're lying. Jesus knows when you're lying, that you don't, love that person that tries to destroy you every single day. But I'm learning. I'm trying, you guys. And so she and I were talking about that, and she was like, well, you have to do this, you have to do that. And I said, but there is nothing you can do to deserve it. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do other than believe. It's no works that you can do. We're not under the law anymore, and some things are of the law. But I do believe that when you love God with all your heart and all your soul, and treat your neighbor, love your neighbor as yourself, that's going to cover a lot of things, because that means that there's a lot of things that you're not going to do. And I do believe in the commandments. Shouldn't be the things that we shouldn't do. You have to believe in them. I believe in that, of things that we shouldn't do, but it's still no goodness of your own. It's just by grace and the mercy of Christ that we are saved. And the way that we are is that we got to have faith and believe. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm babbling, because when you're talking about the Lord, it's so deep. And what I was doing with my head down, I was putting my glue on my lashes. But I do believe, when the Lord said that everything that he did, we can do too. And I was listening to preachers saying that, do we believe that we can heal? Do we believe that we can tell the mountain to move and it'll move? Do we have faith enough and believe enough that we can do that? And I think that we can. I know that at my job, I have a lot of people that I pray for, the Lord to heal them, and I believe in my heart, that they're healed. And I'm always asking the Lord, Lord, let your will be done. I don't want to do something out of his will, but he asks us to pray for one another, and that's what I do. And I just wonder sometimes, are there any people that's ever gotten healed over what I prayed for them, because I prayed for them to be healed? I think about stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to put my lash on. You have to let it get a little tacky. But, and this is what preacher was saying, like, when we're praying for people, when we're praying for healing with somebody else, or, when we're laying hands on and healing, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You don't have to quote all these scriptures and all this stuff. You could just say, in Jesus' name, be healed. If you believe that, I believe that it shall be done, or it can be done. Okay, this eye for me is tricky, you guys. Okay. All right, let me see. But the Lord said that we can heal the sick. We can, if what he did, we can raise the dead. And I know there are probably some of you out there who may have experienced these things, or have actually prayed and someone recovered. Like this one girl, I saw it on Instagram or Facebook or something one day, and she was saying this guy, she was at a Sam's shopping and leaving out. This guy had passed out, and he was literally dying, and his wife was crying and screaming. And she said she ran over there and she started praying, and she told him, ask the Lord to heal him, and when wake him. He was literally dying. He was losing, like, he was, I don't know how to put it, like losing his vitals, and things started happening with his body, and she knew he was leaving, and she laid her hands on him, and she told him to be healed, and to be whole and healed, Lord, please, don't let this, don't let this man die. She was praying on, and he popped back up. I believe it's because she prayed for him. And she was crying so bad she could not believe what she had just witnessed. Anyway, guys, that's just a little something. I don't like to talk too much about things that I don't actually have the scripture written down in front of me. But the thing about it is, I do want to honor the Lord in everything that I do, and with me doing my makeup. Okay, 20 minutes and 28 seconds. I pray to God I didn't sound like I was rambling, but I hope you guys get the gist. Those of you who know me get the gist, because I may talk, in circles or whatever. But anyway, love you guys. Have a happy day. Easy makeup tutorial by Wendy Ram, using 2 colors or less.